new day, a new job site, you guys. And we got a big one going on here. I think we're just switching tracks because we're going to be on asphalt, on and off asphalt. And Alex wants to conserve our snow tracks. Oh, I was just telling these guys, I'm guessing because we're going to be on and off this asphalt. You bid this job, right?
Yeah.
You want to walk me through what's going on with it so we got an idea?
Can I wrap this up first?
Absolutely, you can. Hey, Blaine, how you doing, man?
It's been a while.
I know, it's been a while.
Busy.
Good to see you. We got Tim, we got Sam, and we got Art. Tim, Alex is going to be putting this track on. We're going to be starting a new job. We got, what, 9 buildings we're going to be going through here on this one. And it's all about water drainage, grading, and control.
Shedding water away, building it up along the building, getting pitch away from the...
Can we go to a building and you can show me?
Sure.
Do you mind if the boss shows us?
No, Tim was out here too. Can I take a break, Alex? Huh? Can I take a break? Just a 5-minute break to go? Get over here.
So Alex is actually the one that bid this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's been in training to take on more responsibilities, so to speak. So now we've got a bunch of underground apartments. They're not completely underground, but they're, they're, I don't know, what do you call waist high when they're that far underground? You can actually look in one.
So what happens here in the wintertime, due to thermal heat of the building, this gets, 4 feet out, elevation stays the same. Out here, where it's not getting any heat,
yep,
frost heaves.
And
so now it's pushing up, and now he gets water sitting in here.
You can actually see he's got fans going, working in there.
So what we're doing is we're going to shave this down a little bit, get this to pump out, and we're going to build this up as high as we can. Kiss the bottom here, get it pitching out, but we might have to do a little more shaving on this one to get it to pitch. We want to kind of compensate for the frost heat.
So even though it looks okay right now, that's because it's the middle of July.
Yeah, it's probably settled back down.
It's settled back down.
More repairing over on some of these other ones. So
we have 3 solutions that we typically walk through when somebody's saying that they're having a water problem. The first solution, we call it good, better, best, or least intrusive to most intrusive with the 3 solutions. The first solution is grading. If we can get the surface water directed away just by grading alone, that's usually the least expensive and the first option that we always work through, right?
Yep.
Second option is
waterproofing the side of the building.
That's the third option.
What's the second?
French drains.
Oh, French drains.
French drains. I've always gone it's grading, then French drains, then waterproofing, because waterproofing dictates we've got to dig everything out.
French drains, I usually don't push French drains unless there's water in the ground, surface water, like perched water in the ground. So like right now, this is brown dead, there's no water. Now if I was at a customer's house and I'm walking and it's just, you can see the water coming up around your feet,
squishing.
And you ask them, hey, is this normally like this? Yes, this never dries out. French drain it.
Yep.
But for surface water, I really don't push the French drain. I rather do dry creek beds or something that's going to take surface water and push it, because you get an inch rainfall, or let's say it's freeze and thaw. I mean, unless you run some heat tape through it, I just don't see the French drains being like up next to a house outside. I just personally, people might do them and they might work great, but I always think, that you get a layer of ice over that, depending on the area, and it's not taking on water. Now, where's it got to go?
Well, when I say French drain, I mean, first you got to get the grade right. That's an absolute.
Right, yep.
Then, when you get that low point, if you're still worried about water perking up from the bottom, right, or excess water not being able to drain as fast as you want, then that's where I'll go with a French drain. But then if none of those seem to be the right fit, I look at full-fledged foundation waterproofing.
Waterproofing or interior drain tile, sump pump.
I like to keep the water out before I worry about putting an interior drain tile in. That's my 4th and last option, right? So we'll dig this, because this is about 4 foot underground right here. We would dig this out just far enough that we could get a guy safely in there. Then we would clean the foundation, tuck point the foundation, and put on a waterproofing membrane, and then backfill it with either any free draining aggregate, and then try to daylight a drain tile out as far as possible. Now some people will actually hook that drain tile into the house and then pump it out, but again, you're just bringing the water back in. I always try to keep the water
if there's
out.
a way for it if there's enough pitch or somewhere to pour it out or get it out to a
Yeah.
wherever, yeah, that's great. Keep it outside.
Yeah. So we're doing 9 buildings completely all the way around?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, wow. That's gonna be a lot of work.
For a little while.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of work. All right, and we're gonna be testing out a new loader to help us so we don't burn up our tracks on the parking lot so much. And all right, well that's the job, so let's get on it. Here comes the boom. Here it comes. Here it comes. Ah. Dumping rocks in the hot sun. Alright, watch out here, man. All right, good morning everyone. So this is a pretty big project. We got 12 decent sized apartment buildings. They're having water problems. We have to regrade all 4 sides, get the water going away, and then bring in a bunch of rock and all sorts of stuff. It's not a hard job. It's just going to be a whole lot of really repetitive, brainless work, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I mean, we got those ones, those 2 down there, and then all of those ones over there. And then this was a pretty cool start to our project yesterday. So they called beginning of last week to get all the utilities located out here, right? And it's a big property. They got everything running into each one of these buildings, right? So they called beginning of last week. It was supposed to be done Friday at the absolute latest, right? So if y'all kind of take a look around over here, there ain't no marks, there ain't no flags. We got here yesterday and this is all they had. It was right here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the grass, but no. But that sucks. That screwed our day yesterday because obviously you don't want to be digging around gas and electric and all that kind of stuff if it hasn't been located. But they were supposed to be out by the end of the day yesterday and they're not again. So we're just gonna have to send it and be extremely careful. That's weird. It's like it's kind of high, dips, and then it just like heaves. Yeah, it looks like there's one right over there too. Ooh, look at that cicada. This looks like probably right in front of this one. Looks kind of like maybe the closest where it needs to be right there. Oh, I stepped in that. Yeah, dude, I didn't grab my boots out of the back of Alex's, out of the truck, because there's only like a 40% chance of rain. And then it started raining and I was like, oh.
Just put it right on the top of that.
Top of there? Yep.
Do it right on top of that black. There you go. You got it zeroed?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's go see what it is.
Check it out here, see what it is.
It's just as long as it's not higher, it doesn't look like it's lower.
Then we just add dirt in here.
Yep. So obviously, parked like shit. Look at that, look at that, look at that.
The main thing that we've got to do is make sure that we eliminate the pool by the building. So this is the building. We've got to eliminate this pool. Sometimes that may mean that we've got to cut the grade down to accomplish that. Other times we may just need to fill this in with soil because we've got enough of a drop on the grade on this side of the building. But no matter what happens on every single building, we've got to use a laser level to make sure that we're getting an accurate measurement. When you do something as precise as trying to correct the grades for water control, you cannot rely on your naked eye to accomplish that. So the laser level comes out on every single building, and that determines our course of action.
We had a line go. Got Alex right in the face. Yeah, that sucker popped. Ooh, all up in there, damn. You all right?
Yeah, that sprayed me good.
Yeah, it did. It's all on the inside of the cab there. Yeah, dude, I seen that shoot over the cab. I was like, oh. You all right though? You can see?
A little bit.
Oh, I would, yeah.
Hey, I heard you got hit,
Yeah, with the hydraulic line.
sprayed in the face with hydraulic. What happened? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. It was hot and it burned a little bit. But yeah, I mean, look inside the cab. You can see it. I mean, I already wiped it down a pretty good amount, but you can see it. It was sprayed all over inside of there. I heard it, and I was like, right away, instantly, just
I felt it.
right into my face. It had straight shot into my face.
So, as we saw it, it sprayed up over the cat, it was like a cloud. It was.
What did you do?
I just started rinsing water in my eyes and wiping my face off, and
I looked up on the
Yeah.
Poison Control Center and they said just rinse your eyes, keep blinking while you're rinsing it, and you'll
Yeah.
be good.
Had it been running for a while, or did it just start up?
maybe
Or
45 minutes or so.
oh, dude, so
Any
it was
longer
as
than
hot
that.
as it was gonna be.
Woo!
Yeah, it was as hot as it's gonna get.
I don't know if you're running it all day, it got even hotter, but it wasn't. It didn't burn that bad.
How's this going? It's going. We
yeah.
won't talk about that.
Yeah.
Steel edging, like Tim and I were talking, you guys are having a bit of a challenge on the steel edging, and
Mainly just getting these heights set here because in a lot of these front yards we don't have much pitch to work with. So we got to get this down low enough to where we can have an inch or so out of the ground and still have good pitch out of there. He's having water problems and frost heaving 4 feet out from the building, so I wanted to give it enough pitch to where when it heaves in the winter again, it's just going to kind of balance it out. You know?
yeah. So
I
you're
wanna give
shaving
it-
this down, aren't you?
Yeah, this is. There was a big old hump here. We shaved this down probably 2-3 inches already so far.
Oh, Alex and I were on the phone fighting with and Tim. We've all been fighting with the Gopher State. Did you finally get the locates all done?
Yeah, I got a hold of the area manager. Tim gave me his number and he called the guy and he was out here within an hour. So,
Because we had done the locates. They were supposed to be done 7 days ago.
right?
Came out, not a locate, and you got on the phone, and then
2 days I tried to call him, or 2 times I tried to call him that morning, and then you tried to call him a third. It was the same thing. Tim got the same thing.
never heard back.
So
and
what
we'll
I did was sometimes they call you to see if they can delay markings. Actual people on people that mark. I called them one of the numbers in my phone, and it was old number, but still a guy from USIC answered, and I'm like, hey, you marked something for us on a project a long time ago, but can you get me in touch with somebody in this city? And he goes, sure. So got me in touch with like the district coordinator. So now we have.
So rather than going through the phone service that's in whatever state they're probably all over the
They're
place.
in California.
I was on the phone for an hour and a half this morning on hold, listening to the same song over and over again.
Jazz music? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
God dang, I listened to it enough yesterday.
Yeah, I already know. Yeah, so getting you back to it keeps taking you right around, basically you got to call.
Yeah, you don't mind.
Super nice people on the phone, yeah. Just get me in touch with somebody that can actually make a difference, so boom.
So we got all good.
Yeah, and you can see
Mark.
the lines are running through the
Straight.
back, all the way across in the backs there. So
Well, I just came out because I wanted to make sure you were okay. I heard you got sprayed right in the face.
yeah, I'm fine. And then we got about.
We might have to shave this down at a greater pitch.
Oh yeah,
once
that
you
was.
cut some of that out. Is that stuff we added, or is that just
No,
from
that was
digging?
shoveled up from
Okay.
the edging there.
Yep. So I just make this, I know he's gonna want to get it out a little ways, so maybe a little more aggressive through here.
I mean, lay down on the curb and look at it.
We're a little bit past the drip edge, right? So, yeah. But I communicate with him too.
Yeah, we were talking earlier.
Oh yeah. Did he look back in that back corner at all? Did
Hasn't
he-
got back there yet. No.
Okay, make sure. I just want to stay on the up and up with him.
Did you already replace the hose?
Yeah. No, I don't know. I'm kind of wearing like clean go see people clothes.
I've always said there's never a boring day on a job site, even when you want them to be boring. And this job is no exception to the rule. In fact, we have a lot of things, a lot of mishaps go wrong that we've never had happen before. Coming up, Art has a heart attack on this job site. The guys get attacked by ground wasps on this job site. There's always something happening on projects. That's the blessing and the curse of the kind of work we do. And if you want to see more adventures, well, hit the subscribe button because I'm going to be releasing this job site back to back to back and taking you guys along for the ride. God bless you guys. We'll see you on the next one where we have more adventures.